Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenMara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho, and tonight I would like to offer a Oracle card unboxing. This is one that I've seen several online readers using, and it kind of started catching my attention, so I ordered a copy a while back, and I decided I haven't used it yet. I mean, it's still in its wrapper, so I figured we would see what the cards look like here, and maybe even add those into one of our readings. I haven't quite decided which ones I would add them into, whether it be the monthlies, the mid-months, or another one like that. But we will take a peek, because, you know, you never know what kind of goodies we might decide to start using. It's a stiff little box. Let the moon be your guide. Like, that's kind of an interesting way of doing it inside. And of course, you know, the prerequisite little book. And then we have, and I have to say, I do appreciate Hay House. They've went to, and they're the ones that publish this particular set. They've went to using the paper wrapper versus all the plastic, which I'm okay with either, honestly, because you can recycle a lot of it. But I do have to say, they are preaching, or they're practicing what they preach with being more ethical, more recycling, less waste. That's the biggest headache with plastic, is anymore not many places take it to recycle. And we're not going political, we're just making a comment. So this deck goes through, starting with the new moon, which is a new start is coming, and I think, let's look at the back. We have the step out of your comfort north node, so you got a little bit of astrology, but it's all tied to the moon cycles. Full moon and eclipse. Let's see what else we've got in here. Meditate and contemplate. It's the new moon in Pisces, so it's, and like I said, I've only seen a few of this cards. It's like when they shuffle, they only pop up like 5 or 6 cards. This one is New Moon in Taurus, which I have to say I like the bowl that they've got for it. But it's a really cool looking deck that I keep seeing, Waning Moon. But I like how it's in a winterscape, so it gives you that like quiet time of the year vibe. And we have Full Moon in Libra, the scales on the moon itself. So, like I said, I might start using this one in some of my online readings. Disseminating Moon, which is just starting to wane. And then what else? Let's do one more, just taking a peek here. The Gibbous Moon, which is almost the full. And this is, you know, going with that energy of the Gibbous Moon, is going with the energy of you're getting about there to where you're success lies, but it's not there just yet. So this, like I said, this deck is written by Yasmin Boland, right there, and I'll link this in the description if it's a deck you're interested in. And like I said, I've been watching it, and there's a couple of readers that use it frequently. There's other ones that just pull it out randomly to toss in as an oracle for their other decks, because not everyone uses oracles all the time. I like mixing the two personally, so that's the reason I tracked down this little deck here. And I'm shuffling right now just to see. We'll do a test pull. We'll pull 3 cards just at random here, and I have to clean my little desk off there, and just see what images come up. We'll go with intuitive answers first, and then we'll pull the book out and see how what the book says about these various cards. But the back of the cards are pretty cool as well, because it shows you all the signs of the moon. And so if you're just starting out and you wanted to kind of get more comfortable with working with the lunar energies, this is a pretty good deck that I've seen so far. Like I said, I haven't worked with it directly. I've just watched other practitioners, and it's been an interesting deck to see, because it does enhance, but it also shows you some of the, being a lunar deck, it's working with the subconscious, the intuitive, the things being played behind the scenes. So it gives you, like, the tarot's pretty much bold, this is what's going on. there's black and white. The other oracle cards are kind of giving you some guidance. Then this one is like, yeah, that's out here, but this one's what's going on behind the scenes. And that's what drew me to this deck in the first place, is I wanted to kind of see how it plays out for me working with it. Your first card, when I just pulled 3, was Step Out of Your Comfort Zone, the North Node. This is just giving you the suggestion, the advice, the heads up that what you want is just outside of where you're comfortable. So it's reaching out, trying to get to that next point. It's not talking about challenges, and I'm sure there would be, just because of you're almost there. There's always that one last test or one last challenge to make sure you actually want what it is you're hunting for, and that's what I'm getting is this one. The little book here says there's nothing strong there's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past because you're headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy, you need to go towards doing the thing that scares you, obviously within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've been asking for. It urges you to dare to do something different with your life and the direction it's taking. Take action. You are willing to follow. So you are willing to follow through and lead your life incarnated just to exist. It's finally time to find the courage to make that leap. There's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait? There's an attunement with it, like the little parts of the card here. We have an attunement. There's additional meanings headed for something like destiny, facing your fear, moving beyond it, stop obsessing about someone or something, standing on your own 2 feet, and then an encouraging you've got this. And goes into a little bit of the teachings about the North Node, which is kind of cool because that's getting into astrology, and you know, not one of my strong points, but we're working on that. So your second card is Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way. It's the full moon in Leo, and Leo is really a passionate energy. It's a fire energy, tying it to the moon. So this is a subconscious drive maybe that's coming forward, but that's also the subconscious ego. Don't let pride get in your way is saying when we let our ego, even our subconscious ego and pride out of the 7 deadly sins, is the most difficult to see because, well, I'm doing such a good thing. I can't be doing something wrong. Like, everyone needs to do what I'm doing because, well, look at me. I'm doing it the right way. Pride is really insidious. It sneaks in where you don't notice it. And when you have the full moon Leos, what I'm getting from this card is don't let that egoic pride, there's always someone who's done it better. There's always someone who is going to go further. There's always someone else on the same or similar journey. You can be unique, don't get me wrong, but when you start taking it to that point of I'm better than everyone else, that's where the pride kicks in. And when we're talking full moon energy, this is a very strong urge that has been pushed forward is what I'm getting here. Now let's be nice if she had like a little index as to where all these cards were. Oh, we do. Yay! Full moon in Leo, because I don't want to have to sit here and flip through the book for this entire video. There we go. Full moon in Leo. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on ego or your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart, big-hearted king of the jungle. It's energy It is the energy magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that is developed. More love and thoughts for greater good are the solutions. If you're not if you've not been doing as you would be done by lately, this is time to find a balance between your own needs and the needs of people around you. This will help all relationships. Then again, attunement, additional meanings, self-esteem is good, vanity no. Everyone is equally important. Creative urges should be followed, work some magic. A friendship may have to come to an end. And then they go into the teaching about what the full moon is as well. Like I said, kind of a cool little deck. And our third card random pull today, and hopefully you get something out of these, is have faith in your dreams. It's the waxing crescent moon. The crescent moon is in a waxing form is you have a better idea of what you're going for. Your goals are solidifying. You're starting to get those next steps. You're getting the as Louise Hay would say, your dings, those parking places, those things are lining up saying you're in the flow. This is where that starts to really become apparent, is this waxing crescent. And with the waxing crescent, you are starting to feel driven, feel an urge to move forward. There is a lot of growth, but you don't have to know the end game. I mean, you have your main goal, don't get me wrong, that's out there. But you may not know those last few steps, but you have the next two, or one or two, maybe even three. Because right here, it's giving you the momentum energy. Here's your next step. It's an easy step. Here's the step after that. A little more difficult, still fairly easy, because you're getting momentum to start moving. And that's the message that I get intuitively. Helps if the book's right side up. And we have, let's see, moon phase, waxing crescent, Too far. So it says, don't give up. The situation you're asking about is taking shape. You're nowhere near the end. Whatever is happening is just a step along the way. As they say in self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Well, that actually works really well. However, the waxing crescent is a reminder that you must keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating on your question and allow your higher self to download this information to you about your next step. Overall, this card suggests there's every reason to be hopeful for a positive outcome. Keep the faith. Again, there's an attunement, and then we have the additional meanings. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean you're not manifesting it. Don't look back. Yeah, we're moving forward. We have two eyes to look forward. Do you notice that we don't have any eyes in the back of our head? There are children who will tell you that their mothers do, and I swore up and down for years that that was a true statement. Mothers just have a very strong sense of intuition when people aren't doing the right thing. Be patient as events unfold. Dig deeper to find courage. So I like how she does this, has designed this deck by taking the basics, adding a little bit of like self-help, some attunements to help you tap really strongly into the energy, and then also giving you some background as to what this is. So there's a card meaning, there's an energy attunement that you can tap into the card better, there's more information, and then there's actually a description astrologically of what each card or what each phase is talking about. To me, that is really fascinating. So like I said, we'll probably start working with this deck. I haven't quite decided how I want to add it in just yet. If you have suggestions, let me know, because like I said, I'm all about learning new things, and this is a new deck for me, so any suggestions on how to incorporate it would be awesome if you have those suggestions, and if not, we'll play around until it fits. With that, I'll let you guys go. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you in the next video.